It's third round Thursday at the Mutua Madrid Open and the fans were flooding into the spectacular Caja Magica. After Roger Federer's shock exit to 20-year-old Nick Kyrgios the day before, another exciting day awaited on these famous clay courts for the surviving superstars of the ATP Tour. Reigning Madrid champion and home hero Rafael Nadal looked strong in his second round victory over Steve Johnson. Next up for the King of Clay, Italian world number 63, Simone Bolelli. There was no sign of Rafa's recent fallibility in the Johnson contest, and against a one-handed player like Bolelli, the world number 4's tactical approach was ruthless. The first set was taken for the loss of just 2 games, and in the second, Nadal really began to turn on the style.
Oh, yes! A moment of magic from Nadal.
Rafa was relentlessly closing in on his 21st win of 2015.
I think today was a positive match. I played a little bit better than yesterday. Important victory for me, being quarterfinals again is a great news. Happy for that. I know a chance tomorrow to compete again, and I know I have to compete at the highest level if I want to really have any chance.
Andy Murray has already achieved a pre-season target of a first clay court title in Munich a few days before and looked in control from the off against local star Marcel Granollers. Granollers' round 2 win over Gael Monfils at 3 hours and 20 minutes was the longest on tour this year, so the Spaniard was unsurprisingly feeling the effects, and Murray was ruthless.
It's lovely. Oh, well, how many times have we seen that?
The British star dominated the second set, and he was safely on his way to his 4th Madrid quarter-final since the tournament switched to clay. 6-2, 6-love, the final score. Nishikori would also face Spanish opposition in Roberto Bautista Agut, and in this evening session on Manolo Santana court, the Japanese star looked intent on seeing this one out in a hurry. And it wasn't just Nishikori's returning that was effective. The world number 5's incredible court coverage had the Spaniard chasing shadows.
Oh, yes, very quick thinking there.
Bautista Agut may have been named the ATP's most improved player last year, but against Nishikori in this sort of mood, it'd be a tough ask for anyone. This was the 6th straight year that at least 4 Spaniards had reached the round of 16, and David Ferrer would face a compatriot for the 2nd match in a row, Fernando Verdasco up next. The two were playing each other for the 20th time. As you'd expect, this was an intense and tight contest. Madrid boy Verdasco taking set 1, and then came the Terrier.
Oh, it's brilliant. Spot on tactically, and the execution couldn't have been any better.
Ferrer's relentless momentum would eventually force another breakthrough in the decider.
It's exquisite tennis.
It had been a typical Ferrer performance, intense, irrepressible, and ultimately just too good for his fellow countrymen.
That'll do it. Highly entertaining affair. And in the end, it's David Ferrer who eventually prevails, and he is safely through to the quarterfinals.
Monte Carlo runner-up Thomas Berdych would face a Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, showing signs of his best form after returning from long-term injury a month ago. It was 6th seed Berdych who would come out on top in this one, though. With Tsonga fading, it would be a straight sets victory for the Czech star. Next up for Berdych would be John Isner, after the American survived an intriguing clash against Roger Federer's conqueror, Nick Kyrgios. The 20-year-old Aussie responded well after dropping the opening set, but ultimately his huge serve would let him down when it mattered the most. Isner safely through to his first Madrid quarter-final. Grigor Dimitrov beat Stan Wawrinka comfortably at the same third-round stage in Monte Carlo, and this Madrid meeting, while much tighter, would have the same result. Dimitrov recovering from a second-set Wawrinka fight-back to set up a quarter-final meeting with Nadal. And last on Manolo Santana court in the night session, Milos Raonic was well in control in his straight sets victory over Argentina's Leo Meyer. The Canadian continuing his best ever run in Madrid. Next up for the world number 6, Andy Murray. We are down to the Elite 8 in Madrid, to the quarterfinals on Friday, and as we've already seen at the stadium known as the Magic Box, expect the unexpected.